Hello and welcome back to the Hometown Business Podcast. I am your host, Autumn Dell, and I am here with Miss Regina Bacon. I keep wanting to call you Regina Sparks, and I don't know why. I'm like, do I know a Regina Sparks? I've typed it several times.
There's not on a show. I know everybody says, oh, you're one of the mean girls, because Regina's one of the mean girls.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even watch that show, so I don't even know, but I'm not mean.
Regina Bacon, and I'm excited to talk to her because she is an interior designer and I love all things interior design. I am not a professional, but I love my Instagram is full of like interior design and home design.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about today. But today's episode is sponsored by Kepner Boxing Franchise. Kepner Boxing and Fitness, that is a boxing gym, and they really provide if I could talk, pride themselves in redefining what people think of when they think of a boxing gym. But they've also really strategically designed a franchise model that makes it a super easy process for a franchisee to come in and be able to replicate the operation that they have. So if you're interested in either one, thinking outside of like your ideas of fitness and giving boxing a try, they have a location in Athens and Loganville, and I believe they'll give you a free session for your first time. But you should also check out their website if you've ever considered purchasing a franchise, because their model, they've really got it down to a science, and they're very hands-on. So check out their website. I'll include it in the show notes because it's long and it would be weird for me to read it out. So it will be in the show notes if you are interested in looking into Kepner Boxing and Fitness franchise. But today I'm here with Miss Regina Bacon, not Sparks.
It's hard to forget Bacon too.
I know. I don't know where Sparks got in my brain and just stuck, but Regina Bacon. So tell us about yourself.
Well, I am been here in Monroe since 1996. Grew up in Loganville. I have a 21-year-old son that actually works at Southern Ox right over here.
Okay.
He's in college. He's got another year left. And then my daughter, Sarah, is 22. She's 23. I can't keep up the whole she just got married, so she just moved out. So yeah, and I've been doing decorating since I graduated Loganville High School in 1989. Took a year off to get some money, and then went to school and got my degree. So I've been doing this on my own since 94.
Wow.
94. I worked with a decorator when I got out of college, and I thought, why am I doing this for somebody else? Because I was going to the appointments, and I thought, no, I'm going to do this on my own. And at that time, I had gotten married and thinking about babies, and it just kind of worked out.
Yeah.
It just, God made my plan, and it happened.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It worked out.
Turn my sound off. That's awesome. So you have been in interior design like before Pinterest happened, and before I think HGTV made it where something you could do on a dime and not.
Yeah, it was way before. We didn't even have. We did, but it was a magazine. You went and bought that magazine or you went to show homes. Now that I loved. Yeah, I went to every show home and magazines. That was it. Yeah, that was before all the Pinterest and the HGTV, DIY, and all that kind of stuff.
And people's homes, in my opinion, weren't as pretty. Yeah, no, because people didn't go to Target and buy their own decorating items. So okay, cool. Yeah. So you have been doing it on your own since about 94.
94.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I work all over the place, but mainly all my clients have been Snellville, when Snellville was a hot and happening place. That was in the late 90s. Yeah. Snellville, Grayson, Loganville, Monroe. I have a few clients out at Lake Oconee, Lake Lanier, Johns Creek, just everywhere. Yeah. I've done commercial. I did Department of Transportation drapes, and a lot of their the high peoples get drapes, not that actually get drapes. That was a chore. And then did the Clorox Bleach Company, and
cool.
It was way out. It was a long ways away.
Yeah.
So I've had a couple of big commercial jobs. Right. I just finished a church in Loganville.
I saw that on your Instagram.
And that was she just used me for a consultation for that one. So, but I helped her get all the pieces together. So, but mainly mine is residential. But I don't veer away from them. Commercial job.
Yeah. So we were kind of talking beforehand, but how most people probably think to hire an interior decorator, you must have to have tens of thousands of dollars to spend on a room even.
Yes, and you don't have to. My specialty is window treatments. I do custom window treatments, but I'm very frugal. I am very frugal. So a lot of people are like, I can't afford you. I'm like, I've done 55 in retirements, people on retirement income, and no job is too small and no job is too big. The small job, it could be one window. I love fabric. It's bad. I love fabric. Textile, anything textile.
Yeah.
So that's why I love doing like a problem window. Give me a problem window.
Right.
But yeah, people think, oh, you have to have all this money and it's going to be expensive. Yes, custom window treatments are not Target, TJ Maxx.
Right.
But the quality is totally different. It's fit to the specifications. It's lined. I make sure it's okay. I make sure I design the window treatment. I design the room, whatever. Yes, they're more expensive than ready-made, but you get tenfolds of what you get. But again, they think, oh, you're going to cost a fortune. Yes, it's expensive, but it's not what people typically stereotypically
think.
So.
Well, not to mention, when I was trying to get curtains for our house, I probably spent like triple. I probably bought 3 different sets before I found one I actually liked. And even still, they're not great. Like if you go up and touch them, you're like, yeah, you got this.
So it's funny. I just a client called me yesterday. We were just discussing this because her daughter bought a house in Chattanooga. We were trying to figure out stuff. So she was looking at some ready-made panels because I can afford to do mine and my daughter's house too.
Right.
And technically she can, but we're going to go there. So she pulled up, we were on the line, and she pulled up these panels, and I'm not going to say what company it was from, but it's a catalog company. I'm like, Karen, I can do custom panels cheaper than those. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, I mean, get everything that you want and pick the fabric.
Right.
So, yeah, it just depends. Again, it's not TJ Maxx and Target, something like that. But there's nothing wrong with that. I've also taken those and amped them up a little bit, adding trim, adding something to the bottom, changing the top.
Yeah,
whatever.
and the lining. That's huge to me. I want lining. And I want my curtains to be hung all the way up. And I've got a sunken in living room, so I needed very tall ones. Right. And then we have dogs, and my dogs like to lay back behind the couch right where the curtain is. And for a while I was like, I can't get this dirty smell out. And I realized it was my curtain. So I took them and washed them. Well, that didn't go well. Now I go to the dry cleaner, but even still, that's so. And
like I said, I'm very frugal and I love quality. There's a difference in different quality. There are different qualities, but I am frugal. I'm not going to show you a $50 yard fabric. If I gasp at it, I'm not going to show it to you. If I do love it, we're going to do it on a pillow. We're not going to do 7-yard draperies on it. Because to me, a fabric is gorgeous. Yes, fabric makes or break it, but that $50 yard fabric, I could probably find something for $15, $20 yard that's just as pretty. Just it's just kind of one of those. So if I gasp at it, I have a hard time showing it to someone. Going, oh, and I learned by making mistakes by not looking at how much it costs beforehand. Right. Like, oh gosh, this is perfect, and then I went, oh crap, So
and the look of it and how it hangs, that matters to me. But also, I heard it said once, pay a lot for the things that will touch your skin, like the fabrics you sleep on, your sheets, and try to find the deal on things that you just look at. Like you're not going to be touching that fabric, and so it's just a balance. Sense. But I don't know where I heard that once, but I was like, oh, okay.
It's kind of like shoes and a mattress. You sleep on your mat, you wear your shoes. You want it to, and the feeling when you walk into a well put together room, it's just. A lot of people keep it clean when it's a well put together room. It stays clean. It just makes you feel good. You're happy to be in there. Bedrooms. That's what I always tell new homeowners. I don't care how many kids you got. I don't care how many kitchens, living room. Do your bedroom first. That's where you spend most of your time. I know everybody sees the kitchen and living room, but your bedroom is where you sleep. That's your sanctuary. Do that room first, because when all this chaos is going on and you're not happy with all this, that's where you end up at night. Do your bedroom first, and that's where all the touchable, tangible. But it's like the mattress and your shoes, So, granted, kitchens and living rooms and all that, family rooms are important, but
they also get messy so fast, no matter how pretty they are.
That's your sanctuary. Bedroom is your sanctuary. You need to be so. And they always get pushed last. That's why the kids' room gets done first. I'm like, no. You need to do your room first.
My husband and I are sleeping on the same mattress with the same bed that was a hand-me-down when we got married, and we've just been married, I think we're going on 12 years, and it's like, we should probably buy our own bedroom set now. We bought the kids new beds.
Yeah, the kids always come around like, the kids don't care what the room looks like. Slap some paint on it and something cute be done.
Right. I mean,
make yours nice.
All this time doing my daughter's room, and when you go in there, you're like, she'll tape pictures up on the wall. I'm like, oh, this does not look like what I had envisioned.
Right.
So that is a good point. And I like what you said about like how it's important to decorate your house and to have it look nice, because from a cleaning standpoint, it's the same with me. Like, I believe wholeheartedly that like our house matters. Like it needs to be clean, and it needs to you don't have to spend thousands of dollars.
It just needs to represent you. Right. It needs to make you feel good when you walk in the room. You need to be happy in that room and not go, I hate this walk. All right. Or this has bothered me. And granted, you might not can afford a brand new sofa. Well, change the pillows on it, make you happy.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Put a new rug down. But it just needs to make you feel good.
Yeah.
You know, it has to be a reflection of you.
Right.
Not me. Not when I walk in the house. It has to be a reflection of you.
Yes. Treat it nicely so that your house will serve you. And I'm weird. I don't like to talk bad about my house. Like, my kids will be like, oh, I want to move. I don't like this house. I'm like, you hush. This is our house.
She's listening.
I'm like, we got to treat our house good and let it serve us and make it just be, I want my kids to love where they live and appreciate it, you know, take care of it. But it matters a lot to me. And I think that kids are healthier. I think we're better at our jobs. We're better just in all aspects of our life when we have a good like surrounding at home.
Yeah, it's organized. It's usually organized. Makes life a little bit simpler. Just little things that people don't think about. It makes a difference. If you got sunlight coming through your windows at 5 a.m. and you don't have to get up till 7, well, that's when you do some blackout curtains.
Don't just live with that.
Yeah, there's a way to fix it. So holidays coming up. This is usually everybody thinks about it right before. I'm like, you can't do that.
Right.
Especially with this COVID, we can't get furniture. It's ridiculous now.
Yeah.
A lot of things. Even the paint store. There's no paint. I've been waiting on gallons of paint to come in. I call them every day the truck comes in. You got any super paint? You got any super paint? It's crazy. So I've been fortunate enough. I've only had a few things on back order, so I knock on something every year that I've been okay with. But with the holidays coming up, and people come to their home, so you want it to be a reflection,
right?
You want it to feel. You want to be. Come on in. Come take a look. This is me. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, changing gears a little bit, like as the home designer, home decorator, are there things that you've learned, like, I won't put that in my house because it's, okay, from a cleaning standpoint, when I'm cleaning people's homes, I'm like, that is beautiful, but I know what a bear it is to keep clean. And like, my new thing is I'm loving those ruggable rugs.
Yes.
Because I can just wash them.
And,
there's things that I've always loved, but then after cleaning for clients' homes, I'm like, it's beautiful, but
I can't say that I've learned anything, but I'm a clean freak too. So like little holes in furniture, I'm like, oh, I'm not cleaning that. I'm a stickler. I have dogs. I have pets. I'm always typically going to have a pet of some sort. She's only this big, but it's still a pet. So, and when I go into clients' homes that have kids and pets, I don't want to put down a wool rug. Let's do a rug that's typically a polypropylene, which is recycled Coke bottles.
Okay.
And you can't hurt the things. Right. You cannot hurt them, especially in a front foyer or coming in off the garage. So I look at things like that too, because I do walk into clients' home and I go, oh my gosh, you've got this expensive rug and these kids are eating this expensive rug with spaghetti. So just the practical thing, but the clean, like the little holes and it's got to be practical too. Right. It's got to be practical. You're not going to put this expensive accessory where there's kids throwing balls, around and knock it over. So
we've got several people who they'll inquire about services, and like the price to keep their house clean is high, because it's like, well, like your home needs a lot of care because of this and this. But I think, and what a lot of them say is, I didn't think about all these windows and how they're all
the baseboards.
They're all white. Everybody is white right now.
Right.
And they're like, but I have dogs. And a lot of these are new builds. So there's a bunch of red mud coming in still. And I'm like, it's gonna, I mean, it just is what it is. That's the style you wanted, and it's beautiful, but it takes time. And even if you're not hiring someone, just know if you're going to be the one cleaning it, it's going to be a whole lot of time.
And the new phase coming up is color trim. I mean, it's always been out there, but now it's more and more like, I know. A lot of people are like, I don't know. But
see, I love it. I never painted my trim white. Most of our trim is still wood color in the house, and it's really because my husband was like, you're not painting
most men most men
so
that
way. If I really pushed it, I would have just done it, but I wasn't gonna do it. So color trim, that's fun to me.
Like baseboards all the way up to chair rail being an emerald green or something very bold. Is coming back.
The jewel tones, I love all that.
the emerald green, the blues, all of that is coming back from not quite the 80s era, early 90s, but
and see,
back.
Like I love
and
that.
Wallpaper. I'm so excited about wallpaper coming back.
I know my husband hates it, but I love it. I'm like, I'd wallpaper every room because I love the prints,
and it makes an impact. It makes an impact, and that's what I always say: paint and wallpaper, it's like instant gratification. You know, when you roll that paint roller, it's instant gratification. Right. And wallpaper, you put one little piece up, yes, instant.
Yeah. I did one wall in my kitchen, and it's just, what are your thoughts on the peel and stick wallpaper?
I actually put some in my closet, believe me.
I put it up. This wall needs to be replaced anyway.
And I did learn something from it, because I'm like, I can hang this. It's just my, I was trying to make my closet pretty.
Right.
Of course, I want every room pretty. Yeah. So I did, and it's a small little repeat. Now, I cussed a little bit when I got down, but I love it because it just comes right on.
Right.
You know, so I like it. But I will say the real wallpaper, there's a lot more to choose from. And it doesn't have that, I don't like the peel and stick that has that plastic coating look. Looks like liner paper.
Right.
It's got to be a good. But there's so much to choose from.
I know.
Everybody's like, I don't want to take it down. Well, chances are you're going to leave it up for 10 years.
Right.
So, you know, you put it up and it's instant gratification.
Yes.
And depending on the print, you don't have to go crazy with artwork.
Right.
You know, that's your artwork.
Yeah.
So, I love wallpaper. I'm so happy it's coming back. I'm so happy. Like I've got 2 wallpaper installs coming up September 2nd, and I'm so excited.
Oh, yay. Yeah, I love wallpaper too. And I'm one that when I decorate, I don't want to do anything trendy. I want to make sure, really, if it's trendy, but I love it, then that's fine.
Right.
But, we want to redo our kitchen and cabinets and stuff, and I really want like the emerald green or a dark blue, but I don't want to do it if it's going to be something that if we go to sell the house, people are like, when did you do this? When it was in style, clearly.
And that is something I try to keep clients away from. Just because gray farmhouses was the thing or whatever, that doesn't mean you need to do everything. Let's do something. Yes, we can still have that style, but those drapes that you spend a lot of money on or the upholstery or whatever, let's keep it where you can just add to that when you get tired of the farmhouse look or you get tired of the traditional look. Let's keep it so that you can still use those.
Yeah, that's how I am. Like white subway tile, I love that. Which it's in style right now, but
it's classic. It's simple.
It'll always
and you can put whatever with it. So I don't want to be boring, but it's got to be practical too. Especially the trendy stuff anyway. The trendy stuff. So
all right. Well, is there anything I didn't bring up? Didn't get to talk about?
I don't think so.
So how do people get in contact with you?
My email is very simple, reginabacon@comcast.net. I'm so bad about this, but I'm still working on my Facebook page. I do Instagram a lot, so Instagram is a biggie. And then my phone number 770-630-4002. And then, I just come out on, a client calls me, I go out to the home, I talk to them, see what their style is. We have a little conversation about what they want. I tell them what I would suggest. I get the fabrics together. I get a whole plan together. Go back. I have an installer that installs everything for me. I also do shutters and blinds for new homeowners. I do the hard window coverings.
Yeah.
The shutters, the blinds, the shades,
Yeah.
the privacy treatments. I do that too. So usually that's our first step in a new home, and then go from there. So just give me a call and go out and take a look. And
Yeah. So that's the consultation. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I the consultation is when they're building a new home.
Okay.
So, and they don't know what paint colors to choose or what wood floor color to choose.
Yeah.
That's my consultation that I do. So I go out prior to have a client now up here in Monroe that's remodeling a 60s house. So basically going in, a consultation. That front door won't work. You have no light coming in, that type thing. So just kind of help the process along so that there's not an expensive mistake made.
Right.
No, we don't want expensive mistakes.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you were saying that as far as your services, like you don't necessarily, or you don't charge a fee.
I don't charge a fee. I just charge for the items that you purchase from.
Right, which is what you would be buying.
Except for the consultation. So the consultation that's a totally different aspect. But yeah, a lot of people think, oh, the fees are...
Yeah.
You purchase from me the items that you want to purchase.
Right. So. And you were going to purchase stuff anyways. You're just going to make sure they're the right things.
And they fit. And they get hung. And the husbands don't have to hang them.
Right. Yes. So, see?
I'm also a marriage counselor when it comes to that. I save a lot of marriages. Like I said, I have a great workroom that's in Loganville. She's actually in Loganville. She only does for decorators. She doesn't do for homeowners. So she... kind of tends to me a little bit, you know. She just works for decorators, and she's wonderful. I've been using her for like 13, 14 years, and then I have the installer, so I take care of from the beginning to the end.
Yeah. So it's not,
and it's my name up there, so I got to make sure it looks good.
Yeah. So that is awesome. So if people are like, they're just unhappy with their house, like, you don't have to live that way.
No,
find someone.
Absolutely, there's too many options out there.
Right.
Too many options.
Well, good. Well, I'm going to include all of that in the show notes so people can reach out to you if they are feeling drab about their bedroom. We'll start with bedrooms, because I'm the same way. I've got one little corner that I still haven't. It's still just our junk corner, and I'm like, oh.
Everybody has junk, I will say. Everybody all gets tucked away because we all have it. I don't care who you are.
I'm just going to start throwing it down the basement stairs. Most of it's my husband's. All right. Well, I like to end with a lightning round. I didn't prep you on this, so they're not hard. To make it more specific to interior design, I want to know, what is your current favorite decor style?
Eclectic.
Eclectic.
I love Eclectic. Yeah. I can't zone in on one. I'm sorry, I like too much.
Yeah.
And that is another thing too. It's hard for me to do my own house because I see so much.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, I'll bet your house is gorgeous. It's it's always a work in progress. I'm working on it. Yeah. But I can't make up my mind. You know how many drapes I've had?
Right. Yeah.
My daughter's paying off really well. Getting all the stuff that I've had in our house.
She's like, my house is beautiful. All right. So where is your first go-to when purchasing home decor?
I have several accounts set up. Like I have rug accounts, I have furniture accounts, so I do a lot.
So you don't have to go to Homegoods.
I do go to Homegoods. I go to Homegoods, and that's probably my first go-to. TJ Maxx and Homegoods. Yeah. Find some good deals. Yeah. For accessories, yes, absolutely. Yeah. And stores, like vintage stores, antique stores.
Yeah, I enjoy doing that too.
And I'm a DIYer, so that's not the right color. Well, we can paint that, or we can, whatever. So.
Yeah, rugs are my favorite. For a while, I really love the vintage Oriental rugs. And I would buy them on eBay.
Oh wow!
And then they would come and. From Middle Eastern countries, so that was fun. But now I'm into rugs that I can wash.
And rugs are difficult because they're not light.
No,
and they are long. And you're like,
in my living room, I needed a 13-foot, to be massive. Yeah, and that's expensive. Yeah, on eBay it was doable, but it was still when I told my husband I wanted to start replacing the rugs, he's like, "What?" Yeah, I'm like, "Well, keep it because I know I'll want this again."
Exactly. Now, roll them up, put them in the closet, basement, whatever.
Yeah. Well, I already asked where we can find you online, so I'll include that in the show notes, and hopefully people will reach out and
I appreciate
some help before the holidays.
Before the holidays, yes. It's creeping up on us.
Make your house pretty. Yes. Well, fun. Well, it was fun chatting, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.
Congratulations on spending a few minutes getting a little bit smarter, having some fun, and supporting the Walton County business community. If you're feeling super generous, make sure to subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you are. If you're a business owner in Walton County and would like to be interviewed on our show, go to our Hometown Business Podcast Facebook page. Until next time, keep supporting local.